Friends, gather around. Let's talk about a business basic so crucial it's like the Spanx of financial ratios, the inventory turnover ratio. What is it, you ask? Well, imagine a mattress store, right? They've got mountains of mattresses just sitting there dreaming of sheep. But what happens if those mattresses don't sell? Disaster. They become a comfy yet unprofitable monument to poor planning. That's where the inventory turnover ratio swoops in, like a sleep-deprived superhero, to save the day and the bottom line. This magical ratio tells you how quickly a company sells its inventory. It's like a speedometer for your stockroom. A high turnover, you're a well-oiled selling machine. A low turnover, you might be drowning in unsold merchandise. And trust me, nobody wants to be the guy explaining a warehouse full of unwanted garden gnomes to the shareholders. Now, before you doze off, I promise this isn't another boring business lecture. We're going to break down this ratio in a way that's as painless as a memory foam mattress topper. Think of it as financial education with a side of chuckle. Ready? Buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to dive into the wonderful world of inventory turnover. All right, let's get down to brass tacks. The inventory turnover ratio is basically a measure of how many times a company sells and replaces its inventory over a specific period, like a year. Think of it like a game of Tetris. The faster you clear those lines, sell your inventory, the higher your score, turnover ratio. Now, why should you care about this ratio? Well, it's a key indicator of a company's efficiency and profitability. A high turnover generally means the company is selling its products quickly, which is a good thing. It suggests strong sales, efficient operations, and happy customers. It's like that friend who always manages to return their library books on time. Impressive and slightly annoying. On the flip side, a low turnover could be a red flag. It might mean the company is stuck with a bunch of slow-moving products, like those inflatable pool toys nobody seems to want after summer ends. This can lead to increased storage costs, potential obsolescence, we've all seen those clearance racks, and a whole lot of financial heartache. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Math? John, you promised humor. Don't worry, this formula is about as complicated as assembling IKEA furniture with the instructions written in emoji. Here's the gist. Inventory turnover ratio, =, cost of goods sold, COGS, average inventory. 1. Cost of goods sold, COGS. This is basically how much it costs the company to make or buy the stuff they sell. Think ingredients for a bakery or the wholesale cost of those trendy sneakers everyone's wearing. 2. Average inventory. This is the average value of the company's inventory over a specific period. You can calculate it by adding the beginning inventory value to the ending inventory value and dividing by 2. Easy peasy, right? For example, let's say our fictional mattress store, Sleeptopia, sold $1 million worth of mattresses last year. COGS. Their average inventory value throughout the year was $250,000. To get their inventory turnover ratio, we divide 1 million by 250,000, which gives us a ratio of 4. This means Sleeptopia sold and replenished its inventory 4 times during the year. Not bad, Sleeptopia. Section 4. From groceries to gadgets, real-world turnover tales. Let's bring this ratio to life with some real-world examples, shall we? A grocery store, for instance, will typically have a much higher inventory turnover ratio than, say, a luxury car dealership. Why? Because people need to buy bread and milk more frequently than they need a new sports car. It's basic economics, folks. Similarly, a fast fashion retailer will aim for a higher turnover ratio than a high-end furniture store. Those trendy clothes are designed to be here today, gone tomorrow, while a handcrafted dining table is meant to last a lifetime, or at least until the kids start using it as a drawing board. But here's the kicker. A high turnover ratio isn't always a guaranteed win. Imagine a company so obsessed with keeping their inventory lean that they constantly run out of stock. Customers will get frustrated and go elsewhere, leaving the company with missed sales and a reputation for being about as reliable as a weather app in a hurricane. Section 5. The upsides. Knowing your turnover is like having X-ray vision for your business. Understanding your inventory turnover ratio is like having X-ray vision for your business. It helps you identify areas for improvement and make smarter decisions about pricing, marketing, and inventory management. For starters, a healthy turnover ratio can boost your profitability. By selling inventory quickly, you reduce the risk of obsolescence, minimize storage costs, and free up cash flow for other investments. It's like that satisfying feeling of finally decluttering your closet. Except instead of old clothes, You're getting rid of unsold products and making money in the process. Moreover, tracking your turnover ratio can help you optimize your inventory levels. Are certain products flying off the shelves while others are gathering dust? Adjust your ordering accordingly. This prevents you from tying up valuable capital in slow-moving items and ensures you have enough of the hot sellers to meet customer demand. Section 6. The downsides when turnover ratios bite back. Now, before you get too excited about the wonders of inventory turnover, let's talk about the potential pitfalls. As with most things in life, there are always two sides to the coin. One of the main challenges is that inventory turnover ratios can vary significantly across industries. Comparing the turnover ratio of a grocery store to that of a car dealership is like comparing apples to, well, cars. It's not a fair comparison, and it won't give you an accurate picture of either business's performance. Another thing to consider is seasonality. Some businesses experience natural fluctuations in demand throughout the year, which can impact their turnover ratios. For example, a swimwear company will likely have a higher turnover in the summer months than in the dead of winter, unless they're selling to penguins, in which case, more power to them. Section 7. Keeping your inventory humming tips for a smooth running machine. So, how can you optimize your inventory turnover and avoid becoming the next cautionary tale in the annals of business history? Here are a few tips to keep your inventory humming like a well-oiled machine. First, know thy industry. Benchmark your turnover ratio against others in your industry to see how you stack up. Second, embrace technology. Invest in inventory management software. These systems can help you track inventory levels, automate ordering processes, and generate insightful reports. Think of it as having a personal assistant for your stockroom, but without the awkward small talk. Third, master the art of forecasting. Accurately predict future demand to avoid overstocking or understocking. This involves analyzing historical data, monitoring market trends, and factoring in any upcoming promotions or seasonal changes. Fourth, don't be afraid to negotiate. Negotiate favorable payment terms with your suppliers to improve your cash flow and reduce the cost of holding inventory. Remember, everything is negotiable, especially in the business world. Finally, get rid of dead stock. Regularly review your inventory and implement strategies to clear out slow-moving items. Offer discounts, bundle them with popular products, or donate them to charity. Just don't let them take up valuable space in your warehouse, gathering dust like forgotten relics of a bygone era. And there you have it, the inventory turnover ratio demystified. Now go forth and conquer the world of inventory management armed with your newfound knowledge and a healthy dose of humor. Just remember, when it comes to inventory, balance is key. Too much or too little can spell trouble. So aim for that sweet spot where efficiency and profitability collide. Good luck.